All right, welcome back, everyone. We are here to finish up, well, not finish up Trails, but we're here for more Trails of Cold Steel 3. We'll be finishing up Chapter 4, and depending on the length of Chapter 4, we might be going to the next chapter right away, which is fine by me. Sorry for a late start. I thought I could about 2 hours ago I started reading a chapter of a light novel, and I thought it was based off all the chapters, they were gonna be pretty short. It was a long chapter, hence the super late start. Not super late. I was hoping to start at around 7:30, maybe a little bit later, a little earlier. I'll ballpark that. And is 8 something? 8:15. Okay. We have one more ticket. I believe we finished all the missions, so I think it's just like a couple cutscenes for chapter 4, unless there's another day after this, which very well may well be. We do have another ticket, so let's go use that. But who'd we use it on is the question. I believe we used it for Emma, Sarah. We could go for Altina because she's part of the class 7. Or we'll go with Fia. Yeah, we'll go for Fia. Okay. Yeah, we'll hang out with Fia today. I don't know if she can be here on this one. Nope. I have no idea which one allows Fia to join. Clearly not this one either. Does she have something to donate, maybe? Ooh, the frame rate there is atrocious. What happened there? I think it's all the people in this area. Oh wow, that's... There we go. Flower seeds? Leave this season before that? Should you put on a table or something? I thought she used to hate that. Oh, I don't think she minded it.
帝国がこれから向かいつつある方向を考えたら
I think everybody is... I think there is so much like warning about another international war against Calvard.
姿を見せない結社も不気味だし
And Ouroboros is still up to something.
今まで以上に傭兵も使われて、きっと西風も団長やゼノ、レオも 何らかの目的で動いていくはず。私頑張るから。元傭兵で遊撃士で7組のフィークラウゼルとして、リーンやみんなのためにも選んだ道が間違いじゃなかったって証明するためにも。バカ。
Okay, why is the frame rate so bad here? If I just turn the camera this way, it goes up by like 15. Okay, I guess we could just go straight to the museum, but maybe we should go... Ah, okay. I was wondering when we could go for the fishing stuff, and I figured we saw... Yeah, we've heard and news about this here and there, and I did see a little bit of a spoiler that this will be in this location eventually. So, now's the time. Try to push it well. Chevalier. Fish and Fisherman's Guild. Oh, well, technically I've never officially belonged to either, but I could definitely do know people from both sides. The fish that the branch chief and Knight Lassie was infested with parasites has been treated. You can understand we're completely wiped out right now. Our two expert anglers can only watch from the sidelines. Emperor Perch. "24 hides of fish caught." Okay. It's probably gonna be the first fish. There we go.
へえ、いいのがかかったな。
Platinum Angler, that was amazing. Okay. If we can trade in right now, that would be pretty nice.
いつでもいける。
Where is Freddy? Trade.
うかご賞味あれ。教官もお好きですね。またのお越しを。
Pretty sure I wanted to give Sin and Gem to somebody. I don't remember who. Was it you? Cross Crusade just isn't strong enough right now, I don't think. Got something stronger than that. Cavalry Edge. That's fine, we'll figure this out later. But I think that is all? Okay, let's move on to these last couple cutscenes, I think. Pick up the bell, right? Crossbow? I was moving to a safe place. I thought this was supposed to be the safe place. Moving here today? Dorothy really got her act together. I guess she's working, right? Theo and... oh no, it's professors. Gwyn and Smith, yeah. Throw on the ground. The filler should prevent it from activating for the time being. Unfortunately, it means this museum lost one of its key attractions. We talked with the director and he had us bring in these models that were scheduled for the next exhibit. And like hell we are. Hope you death. The man 50 years ago, the first thing he did was make himself a huge pain in my keister. You know how many times we almost went bankrupt because of your reckless spending on your projects? Until the orbital train started to go into use, our company was right on the chopping block, for crying out loud. Despite his teacher always being a pickled old goat, he was a good kid. If it wasn't for the incident, he'd probably be leading ARF by now. Nothing could be more unpleasant to me than the accusation of being a friend to such a senile buffoon. Wow, they definitely have some words for each other. Oh, is that the fifth person that's been revived? So he's on the Black Workshop side then. Oh well. Okay. I just wanted to check out all the places, make sure there's no more hidden missions or anything like that. I doubt there's anything in last minute, but... Oh, there's a shop here. Ah, the frame rate. I mean, I doubt there be people on the deck, but maybe there's like a small chance we get to see Stalin and Joshua. They are here for this, but yeah, I doubt it at this point. We're at South Ostia Highway. Let's go to West Ostia Highway real quick. And there is an event over there. Almost missed this one. I'm gonna take some stuff from you guys. There's some good stuff I gave you. Okay. You don't have Speed Breaker 3? At all? No Speed Breaker 3? Breaker 2. Okay, that's fine. Shield Breaker, though, I feel like we have a better option for that. Okay, never mind then. I'll take someone else's Seraphic Ring. R. Bluster. Man, that ETS is gonna be pretty usable if I keep it there. That's mainly for healing, I guess. Already have Albion Wolf. There was something else that can help us for attack here. Daily Force and Crescent Mirror? I guess that's more utility, and utility is not bad. Okay. kind of want to restore. Yeah, let's do this first. Is it south or was it west? I think it was south. No, it was west. Okay. We'll use Ebon Crest just to reflect absolutely everything. And do we have Saintly Force or anything like that? No. But I will just hit it with an Excel Breaker then. Bad.
Mine.アークス駆動行くぞ。バンダールが創建。や
チャージします。
ありがとう。
私の番です。アークス駆動。
マイル。はっ。
Okay. Weak to water. Ooh, okay, we're swapping in, swapping out Altina. Or no, I guess we swap with Yuna? Maybe Kurt.
私の番です。
構えろ防御術撤収。
Okay,
ごめん、お願い。
任せるがよい。今だ。
遅い。
耐えてみせるがよい。おお。はっ。とどめだ。はあ。奥義。剣乱舞
踏。よし。
行きます。行きます。
よし。すまない。頼む。あとは任せな。もらったぜ。チャンスだ。前。頼んだ。
お任せください。
私の番だな。イサオは譲ろう。
任せて。
I'm not risk 10%. I'm just gonna go for it.
は
Uh-oh, I should have waited for damage reduction actually.
やっ。チャージします。助かりました。
Oh.
私たちの勝ちですね。
Unscathed, actually? Oh. Okay, well we did hit it with everything we had.
「ありがとな、アルティナ。考えてみれば1年半近く。
いえ、それが私の任務なので。
それでもバリマールや旧7組とは違った意味にはなりそうだけど、相棒として、教え子として、これからもどうかよろしくな。
はい。
Tina's wetsuit. Is that
各種ステータスアップです。
a wetsuit?
各種ステータスアップです。各種ステータスアップで各種ステータスアップです。
Is that her?
各種ステータス
Okay.
アップです。
I like. Okay. What is a wetsuit? It's like diving gear or is it swimming gear? I can't tell. I think a wetsuit. I think of diving gear. But we also, you know what? Might as well. We have extra ticket. We'll I'll have Tina join us here. Oh, did my game freeze on me? Alright, the game crashed on us right at that line. So I guess we'll just relaunch the game, which kind of sucks. Hopefully we'd have it save after that fight. Oh, after the fight. Okay, that's good. Yeah. For a second I thought it was Xbox logo on its little button, but it's just the button. Okay. A hug from Altina? That's so rare.
なるほど。こういう感じですか。失礼。ちょっとミリアムさんがタックルしたくなる気持ちを確かめてみたくなってしまって、温かくて安心して。ですが、多少の勇気が必要ですね。少なくとも私の場合はですが。ええ、教官や7組の皆さんと過ごす中でいつしか変わったんだと思います。入学式の日、最初に聞かれた 私が7組に所属する理由がそうあるべきだからではなく、私自身がそうありたいという風に先を越されたばかりですが、どうかお礼を言わせてください。それは教官やミリアムさん、7組の皆さんがくれたものだと思いますから。
I have a feeling that, like, because she's part of the Black Workshop, there's something in store for us during the final battle and stuff involving Altina. I'm scared.
私もです。これからもそばで支えさせてください。リーンさんと7。
Alley-oop. Team achievement. And there's something here. Oh, no, not the bakery. That's this. We checked out the South Highway. We check out the West Highway. We'll check out the South one, but I'm pretty sure we've already seen everything. We could check the cemetery. Himmel Cemetery. Or the Hero Himmel. Because everyone likes Brienne, right? Okay. Carol Villa. Wait. Yeah, Carol Villa. Okay. Should we just meet here and I'll just call the kids? Okay. How come I can't send my... Where's Eustace then? By the plaza? I can do from here? That must have been a bug then. Okay, we're going through the... Is this how it works then? It'd be... somewhere here? Nobility seating? No way. Ooh, I'm giving me to Stella. I'd be very happy. Probably didn't chat with these two. Oh, I did. Uncle Makarov and Instructor Mary are in Heimdall. Oh? Oh? And Gaius also still hasn't unlocked his S-Craft, so seems like there's some stuff left to do. Yep.
Hmm. 遅かったですわね。
いや、こちらが早く来すぎただけだろう。
エイだったらものすごく緊張していたもんね。
無理もないさ。俺たちもガチガチだもんな。
ちょっとわざわざ言わないでちょうだい。
Because you aren't nervous because it's that you lack common sense, you know. Well, I think every single member of Class 7 doesn't have common sense. Maybe Elliot, you know. Oh, who's this? I wonder if Estelle and Joshua are coming. Oh, end of
最高点か。
really? Yes.
大したものだ。
Figure with a chapter this big, we would miss something, but I guess we got it all. Oh, okay. We didn't miss any of those either then. That's pretty good. Black Records will take some time, so we'll get all that too. I'm pretty sure we want to spend some time reading the Black Records and everything. It's been an hour. I think there's going to be like a long like half-hour cutscene maybe. It's like preamble to the final chapter and all that. I think the final chapter is coming up because it's like a war, and I don't think either it's gonna be a whole chapter for the war or a whole game for the war. I think it's gonna be the whole game. And with everything set up, I think it's gonna be the final chapter, maybe like an interlude and then the final chapter. That like, there's no way they have that final dungeon, that huge ass dungeon, and not be close to the end. And with how long this game is, final chapter should be coming up soon. I think it's probably next. Faceless Mass isn't even for the students there. A lot of green hair. Okay. Some important characters. Blue noon tonight when the night sky will be as the brightest. I remember seeing it during the summer festival a few years ago. There's also blue moon on a final day of the World of Lions. It appears after several consecutive red moons, which made it even more prominent. Though it seems improbable as that is what they say happened. These checks aren't enough because they'll still can smuggle if they really wanted to, right? Way too big. Well, it is the center of the largest country on the continent. Oh, is it the largest country? I thought the Halvard was much larger, but fractured in terms of unity. Central. Okay. Yes, but it's been some time. When it's in Astria, the princess would invite me over occasionally. Yeah, so
皆様、お待ちしていました。
I might show you around. Everybody's here. A lot of familiar faces. Butterflies. All the walls are just huge windows. Damn, how much we really sink into this place.
方々お揃いのようですな。
He's kind of small. I thought she was a
今
little
日こ
taller
の
than
日を
that.
迎えられたこと、女神と獅子神皇帝の恩寵であろう。ただしそれとは別に尽力してくれた者たちがいる。月祭前の騒乱を阻止したというトールズ本校と分校の生徒たちだ。加えて教官陣に卒業生、遊撃士の協力もあったと聞き及んでいる。すでに帝都庁より表彰されたと聞いたが、改めて拍手を。
Ordered applause doesn't really feel like applause, you know?
それでは皆さん、どうか存分に
His
食
voice
し、語り合い、
so high in
愛を
comparison
傾けられてください。
King Eugene.
今宵は無礼講ですが、頃合いにダンスもありますので、飲みすぎにはご注意を。無論、自分をはじめ、生徒諸君は飲酒は禁止ですが。
しれっと飲むつもりだったが。
ってダメでしょ。
しかし変わられたな。
それでは皆様、グラスをお持ちください。この良き夜に乾杯して始めるといたしましょう。
Why does it
プ
sound like
ロジェット。
it sounds like Princess Alphen sounds more mature in voice than the Queen. Say that one more time.
それでは皆様、グラスをお持ちください。この良き夜に乾杯して
Maybe
始
not.
めるといたしましょ
Okay, maybe not maturity. I
う。
can
そ
never
れ
hear
で
it
は
now.
皆様、グラスをお持ちく。この良き夜に乾杯して始めるといたしまし
But
ょ
in
う。
terms of like
それで
sternness,
は
maybe?
皆
I don't
様、
know.
この良き夜に乾杯して始めるとい
And
た
like
し
in
ましょ
terms
う。
of vocalizing everything, I think Alphen does a better job. I don't know. Oh, it's not Eugene. It's Eugene. Eugene?
プロジェット。
Eugene course of action. Oh, and you're eating alone. Okay. I guess they're acting capacity as instructors. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's start with that's the front gate. Let's start with this corner and work our way around, including the little exit here. So maybe we should start with here. You two are headed to the army after you graduate. Gladly welcome to the 4th Armor Division. Take care of your beloved prince. I mean, there's hope for you after all. Oh, it's blocked off. Aw, I kind of wanted to see what's up there. Oh, but okay. Hello, maid. Interesting group here. Yeah. Person 4 years ago. Wow, certain someone got in my way when I was trying to get back here from Northumbria. Oh. Last we met was when you requested my aid in stopping Lady Sarah. At first, we need to make sure that Purple Lightning, the youngest A-rank racer at the time, didn't interfere. And since the end of the other contact with Ouroboros, I swear to Eidos. No, I swear on the right for Well, if you're ringing on the right for name, then I know you're serious. Alright, I give up. Posey, you get injured pretty badly when you went up against McBurn back in Crossbell. You had on look. Oh. Yeah, I'm surprised she was wearing that corset like so simply and comfortably. Well, seems comfortable, but you know. Sneaky tricks on disposal. I'll never be a match for you in a battle. I mean, Sharon was really strong in like the first couple of games, and then I think everybody else just got really strong and not really relatively, but like stronger than they were. And Sharon kind of maintained her strength, or even like weakened, because I noticed her crafts aren't that great anymore. They have great utility or great damage, not both anymore. How about the other bracers, because you're stuck in Northumbria, right? Sounds like they were it sounds like they were monitoring Prince Albert during his trip to Liberal. That's just impressive and just as terrifying. No doubt, I'm sure the orders came down straight from the top of their little group. Man, Cassius really helped me out a lot back in the day. I haven't seen him since he quit being a bracer and went back to Liberal's army. But quite the gentleman. He was also single, so you had your chance, Sarah. Not interested, but I am interested in having myself a rematch at the time. Last one, girl. Okay. Poisagon started? Oh. news, but still. And would you be swimming around in that pool by chance? Me? Like I was a colleague, but is she? Nope. Ooh, this is a fun group. Why does it feel like everybody is like it's like separated by gender? Hacking Ymir, okay. Nowhere that sells sardines. There's so much math in music. This place pretty much like one of the family. How the clean air does good for these old bones good. All the troubles of the world weighing on my mind blow away with the wind. It was plain to see you had a lot to deal with back in Ordis. Come visit sometime. fine. I knew at the time you weren't thinking clearly. I appreciate the apology, though. Halfway through. Yeah. Yes, my father and other brothers, but I make his acquaintance. Oh. Oh, with the queen. Indented. Indebted. Who the people of Verona could learn from that past outlook of yours? Casually discussing past grievances with Miriam or the Imperial family, and my breath caught in my throat. Choking your words again? I have a feeling Yuna's gonna be okay. I can't tell if in the what game was gonna be. Is it Reverie where we're talking about Crossbell and Erebonia, the mixed arc, the kind of sequel of that. I can't tell if Yuna's gonna be the key figure or like in the middle, because I think she's gonna be in the middle of everything because she now sees the both sides very clearly. She probably has the most to gain and lose in either result, right? He's much better now, considering everything he went through last year. Why is she like kind of dismissive? I guess she's trying to push. I guess. Lots of stuff here. Secretary Albus. Should I go to the rest area? I kind of want to. Oh. That noble corner. Almost there. Hey, Athbone. How you doing? Why are we at a party? We just saved this country. Not really saved this country. Our goal was to stop a war. There were spies from our eastern neighbor in our country, right under our palaces, under our capital city, hundreds of them, and the classes around here, a bunch of other people were assisting with capturing them and setting them back or doing whatever we needed to do. And if we didn't, the festival would be canceled. And this is like the party at the end of the festival for the royals, hosted by the royals. And they invited us as thanks, which is why we are at the party. And we're just kind of mingling right now. Yeah. This is like probably like days away from a major war. So, you know, but after the hero, Crown Prince. The Crown Prince is right there on screen. He's on the left side. He kind of like mellowed out like very randomly, and I guess everything's okay now. Somehow, for some reason, without knowing why. But yeah. Talk to everybody. There, aid me. Yep. So they're gonna speak with the prince. Bring us to the side. What's up here? And a thank you. And here you agreed to share Alvin's first dance tonight. Oh. Given the current atmosphere, I don't think you really accept that. That's so. It seems like those rumors have been spreading like wildfire lately. Maybe more than just talk. But I think the Iron Chevalier is more than qualified to be my partner for my sister. I think you are. You're from a noble family. You have a very celebrated track record. The hero of the country, you know, that is something. Yeah, that's something. I don't know how else to say it. It's just something, I guess. Like, you know, heroes and princesses go hand in hand, I guess, in stories like this. If there are already someone you're planning to have a future with, that's that, I suppose. Do you think it over? Oh, why not? It's a dance. Since logistics and military is maybe a bit too different. Yeah, military life is on the line, while business is both maximizing profit or minimizing losses, right? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. I think in warfare it's about quantity and speed, where business is more about timing and logistics, right? Because when it comes to like business stuff, depending on like the environment, you either want it to be there just in time and not have this like stock it up for a very long time, or you'd want it to be like just to stockpile in advance, let's say like oil, because you're gonna need it to use it in large quantities all at once, right? Rather than at a time. So it's like it's generally more timing, and I think more, I don't know. It's more for speed, and the volume matters more than business. Business is more just like the money aspect, right? Business is mostly time. Business is like not like speed, but it's timing. You don't want it too fast. If it's too fast, then you have your stuff, and then like let's say that you have the manufacturer or something, and you have other materials ready, or you need to store a massive amount of materials, or you need to like you can't move it that fast. So you do want to manage the rate of things on top of the like the speed. Like the speed is the rate, but like, you know, it's, I mean, business has the flexibility, right? And what comes down to that is like, if it goes too fast or too slow, or there's not enough quantities or enough quality, then money suffers. While warfare is just like, you need it, so it has to go in large volumes now, right? And like things are non-perishable, you're not, yeah. But I guess like the business ends up in the warfare stuff, so it's like it's mixed. There's a lot of overlap, but I think the priorities are a little bit different, right? This logistics. Coast. Make you lead pilot and head of a Panzerschule division. Kind of curious. Any business here right now? Okay. I guess it's time to meet the king. Or the emperor. Well, no! I hit the one button. It's R1. It's so easy to hit. Okay. At least I didn't miss too many lines, right?
こたびは招待していただき、強越至極であります。
半年前に続いてのご感情をなんと感謝してよいものか。
両人とも頭を上げてほしい。もはや水に流した話。貴公らの今の貢献を考えれば蒸し返す必要もなかろう。なあ、ハイアームズ公。
ええ。あの内戦については次第名門の不徳の致すところです。私自身叶うことなら謹慎したくもありましたが、
それはやめてくれ。貴公まで引っ込まれては帝国の語りが回らぬだろう。ログナー公も帝都に来たならばこちらに来てほしかったものを。 そうですな。祝賀会とは別に期間中に機会を設けましょう。
Very active role in the events of Lamar. He faced a blazing demon, Brigadier General, while the general here went toe to toe with the Steel Maiden. There are hundreds more military combat techniques. Those days are behind me. Victor Matthias and Dex. They're given all the theme, or bonus fame Stormden. I can't wonder which is greatest among them. Round 2, I guess. Jeez. No need. There's no need. Okay. Okay. Jeez, that's a lot of talking. Okay, it is the end of a chapter, or I think it's getting close to the end. Oh, I guess we're seeing more people. We did not see Emma. Oh, we did see Emma. Just new groups. Okay. Thank you for all the quick. Yeah. Still in recruitment mode. Okay. Was Emma blushing a little bit? She was. This is the Crown Prince Roseman respect. He's right, Ash. For real? It was a last minute sort of thing. That's some of these. Yeah, she's gotta get married sometime. Leave him for Eidos. We could challenge them to games. If we challenge them to the card game here. Bitch masters. That's really funny. I wonder if we can just like, go up to the king. Hey, you want to play Banished Masters? Ooh, more strong people. Family having lived in airborne for so long, we incorporating certain aspects. Sweden style, the Manner style, even a few techniques from the Eisenritter. Ooh. The best, of course. Yeah. I think I'll leave him to Lady Aurelia. When those men on the battlefield of the Civil War. Yeah, they were fighting for not fighting each other, they were fighting each other's ideals, or, you know, factions, not really each other. Oh, that's a fun group. Something at the military police HQ. You head of the department was from Erebonia. He revoked all academic credits I gained. What? For protesting, you do that? Precisely, I found it was completely uncalled for, so I stepped in. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get all our units back. After we stated. So we were taking the class at the military police academy. With first, I would probably have exploded from stress. But I don't think this means I was happy to repeat your class or anything. It's a shame. I'll see your raise. I think this is gonna be talking for the rest of the night. Though it's the end of a chapter, there should be like one final boss, but I'm scared. We're in the castle right now. There really should not be anything crashing this party. And the party's the worst time if they're after the royals or anything. But like, Ouroboros is just strong enough that doesn't matter. Black Bishop's strong enough that doesn't matter, but you know. Everyone for this party. Yeah, all the basically the named characters of this in the game. Most of them are here. Like all the old class 7, all of the actually I think it's majority class 7, or majority Thor students, and like a few like business and like military personnel that have been named so far. The royals are here, obviously, and I think some of the other nobles that we've seen before are here as well. Yeah. I think there are other people here, but like, you know, the game doesn't show all the other side characters that aren't here. What was the story with the people being revived? Did that get resolved? No. That's been here. That's been there for like 2 whole games already, and I don't think we're gonna get that. I think that's gonna be resolved this game at the very end. It's one of those Trails things where they have those big overarching storylines. So they either have it for like the whole arc of like Cold Steel, or they're gonna have it through like 1 or 2 games and have it be a big plot point at the end of 1 game. I'm feeling it's gonna be more of like a full arc thing. For example, like Orboros, the fact that they're our enemy and they're trying to cause chaos everywhere. We don't know what their goal is, but they've been a problem since the very, 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 very first game. Actually, more of the second game, but they were discovered, I think, yeah, early in the Trails in the Sky. So, in other countries and other plot lines, years in advance, that's when they've gotten involved with all the heroes of different heroes, obviously, of a different country, and they are still like a mystery enigma for a lot of us, or a lot of the story, and the characters not so much because we know who most of them are at this point. They're very recognizable, they're named and everything, but in terms of like what they want and stuff like that, it's still a question, and it's like question mark. And it's been like 3 whole arcs. It's been how many games? Like 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is the 8th game so far, and we still haven't not resolved the storyline. So the Black Workshop may or may not. I mean, they've been like hinted at, and but they were more like talked about as a part of Orboros rather than a whole entire faction. Like in this game, where it's now separated into a 3rd faction. So I wonder if that's gonna be an overarching, like a new 3rd party, or it's just gonna be a long term thing for like through the entire series, or just gonna be within this arc of Cold Steel, 1 to 4. So it's and that people getting revived is part of the Black Workshop situation. So we did find another person that was revived, and who was it? Professor Lumen. The guy we met one time said that's gonna be this evil guy, but he's you know, he was there. He left during the middle of the whole shenanigans and the people turning into vampires and stuff like that. Yeah, he was there. So he's definitely part of the Black Workshop, because he's definitely. There was also hints that 2 really old gentlemen, old professors, knew his name and recognized him and said like, "Oh, that made me reminisce about the past." So he's definitely dead, or very likely dead, because the youth he had in his eyes compared to those guys means, unless you had like a son and he's taking over, or it's gonna be revived. So that's probably another person, the 5th person that got revived that we know of so far. It could be more. There's always more. Knowing Trails, open-ended leads like that, they always keep it open just so they have a way of like throwing one thing in if they for shock factor or something when they need it. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they brought back some like the super old some of the old series bosses just because they can revive them for some reason. You know? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. She's taking out she's following her mother and Joe going into recruitment mode. It's kind of funny. Like mother, like daughter. Oh, you're okay with ladies eyeing up your sister. I see. Finger. Did you hear chapter 6 is HPR's final chapter? The next chapter is the final one? I did not hear about this. Well, I am playing for this story, so if the story finishes, I might drop the game. Or after it's finished, you know, if it's finished, it's finished. Oh, I don't know how I feel about, I mean, okay. I do like having finales and like endings. We don't know how many parts it will be, yeah. On one hand, it's like, oh, one of my favorite games is ending, and it's like, I don't want to see it go. But on the other hand, it's like, people like, companies love to extend stuff to the point where things never end anymore. And endings were, I think, really important to a story, right? And the fact that we haven't had many kind of sucks. So I do like to see stories end, because that just, you know, it makes everything nice. Ties everything up in a nice knot. Everything's resolved. Stuff like that, you know? Hi. The most noteworthy quality so far is the fact they will only function when activated by their owners. Ah. Look called Spirit Code or something. Maybe they've got a completely secure system, which is probably called the Spirit Code or something. Oh, okay. I'm just pulling this from the usual place. Those are all just guesses? You give a logical explanation to support your hypothesis. I like how they flesh out Lecter's character. Ever since they introduced him in Trails in the Sky, he's always been like, his reveal as part of Erebonia kind of like labeled him as an enemy, and the way he showed up in Cold Steel and like other places, is he just like an enemy, or like not a bad guy, but just like, why is he fighting for that side and everything? But you know, ever since we like settled in Erebonia, throughout like, it took like 3 games for me to see, like 2 whole games, I would say, to see like Erebonia more than just like the places that is like conquering all the other nations just for the sake of it. They have their struggles like every other country, but not as, their struggles are more inwards than outwards. I mean, I guess like all countries are like that. It's like different. They're struggling for different things. Oh, it's probably gonna be there's probably gonna be a 3rd round. There's an artifact that can perfectly encrypt communication data. Oh. People schmoovin or divorce and star. Okay. Sure. Okay. Oh, this is a very interesting group. The Empress, her daughter, and Muse. Noble hiding her identity. That's a fun one. How do you approach this at all? Okay. My problem in Trails is that they like shipping siblings a lot, very often. Especially when it comes to the heroes. So, you know, how about we not for a little bit? You know? Even if they're not blood related. Because that's... When there's not blood related siblings, it always ends up like this. Why? Stop. No. You. She was the one the Emperor was truly in love with. More vividly, I was a humble maid back then. Oh? They lived far from Heimdall, and he was always trying to find ways to get her to live in the palace with him. So he knows already. His heart's with Osborne. Oh. Oh, the other clubs? Wow. Princess Aurelia just did everything. Like, hey, join the fencing club. I need to fight you. Fine, we'll fight in chess first, but then you need to join. Then we're fighting with swords after. She just wins at everything. Okay. Wow. She just does whatever she wants. She can't be controlled. She just spouts out all information they're trying to keep hidden. Nothing about tactics, just brute force. It's not something you want as a racer. Oh, you could use brute force at times, you know. Oh. Hey. Super Butler, Super Maybe, Shoulder Shoulder. I wonder if we can go up here now. Oh no. Here. Nice. Okay. Nice smack. We do all the talking. We can go back there. And I was worried there wouldn't be enough content for this for the rest of the stream, but there's so much talking, and not that it's a bad thing, but it's a lot. I thought the chapter would end like within the first hour. It's 2 hours in, and you know, I don't think it's ending quite just yet. I'd be very surprised if we got a peaceful ending to a chapter, because chapters always end in bosses. Like, it always ends in like a little bit of story reveal, because the beginning and end of the chapters usually, it's like Heaven Red, where they like having the big plot points be at the beginning and end, where things kind of change perspective or like shifts the field, something like that. And it's just, you know, they've been a lot more balanced lately around in terms of spreading out events throughout the story, throughout chapters, but the ends usually have one big boss, a dungeon, a boss, and like some plot reveal, major ones. So the fact that we're in the castle right now kind of scares me. It's like the peace before the storm, and the storm is gonna be not a civil war. We already had that. It's gonna be a war between two of the countries, the strongest countries on the continent. Jeez. Or maybe it's gonna be the build up to that. I have no idea. Oh, are they a little bit more than? Scratch the thought. Brother, sister. Dance music. Dance music is great music to compose early on when you're learning, I think. Oh, that's probably fine. Talk with the Chancellor. Alright, we got a dance event.
皆さん、お待たせしました。まずは我が姉アルフィンが最初にダンスを披露いたします。待ちに待った方々も多いのではないでしょうか。
Reen. Alright, Reen. Alright, Reen,
僕
step
と
up.
同じく姉も17歳となり、公式行事では初の披露となります。お相手を務めていただくのはトールズ士官学院専任教官灰色の騎士リーン・シュバルツァー殿。
She's actually strong too.
あれが皇女殿下の男爵家らしいが、今の時勢ならちょうどいいかもしれませんな。
Yeah, Baron's son is enough apparently.
なかなか押し出しも良さそうだ。
やはりこうなったか。
うん、噂はされてたけど。
まあ名誉なことよね。
うん。皇女殿下の初めてのお相手をするのだからな。
Yep.
ラウラ、なんかやらしい。
もうフィーちゃん、やれやれ。
ただでさえマシマシのくせに皇女の婿候補とはな。
What's the arrangement?
まあそういう側面
Marriage fiance that always listen to these stories.
どうなん
Well,
でしょう。そうね。
No, they don't have one in this case. The closest we got is that the game really ships Reen and Alyssa, but I don't think there is a marriage fiance right now. They gotta keep Reen's relationship open for the purpose of this.
実はリーンさんとは以前から親しくさせていただいております。私の一番の親友の兄君として紹介させていただきます。エリゼ・シュバルツァー嬢、アストライア女学院の学生会長も務める姫様。彼女も私と同じく公でのダンス初披露となります。そこでリーンさんにどちらを選んだとしてさすなるほど、そういう形なら大した方ね。もう
だが正直渡りにでは僭越ながら我が妹と
Greedy
無二の親友たる公女殿下
Greedy
双方のお相手を務めさせていただきます。部長法ではありますが、
Yeah, Capo.
まずはシュバルツァー兄弟の踊りご賞覧いただければ。
Capo. Nah, no, no, no. Even before the princess? Are you serious? Okay. Get the paparazzi in here. We need a smaller smear piece. The paparazzi is already in here, and they're working for the prince.
誰の入れ知恵なのかな。
まったくなんて羨ましい男だ。だが俺キレキの当ても見事外れたようだな。ああ、最初に殿下と踊ってしまえばリーンを取り込む動きが始まるだろう。しかしまず妹と踊ったことでその意味はかなり薄まったからな。
あの子ったら
なかなかの男ぶりだな、灰色の騎士殿は。シュバルツァ教の奮闘があればこそでしょう。
Alright, potential father-in-laws. Well, I guess not potential father-in-laws, but you know.
続くがよい。今宵は青き月の月祭。さぞ精霊たちも浮き立っていよう。
Something's gonna happen right now. Right now. It's gotta be right now. Something's gonna happen. It has to happen. Okay. It's gonna build up even more? Because something's gonna happen sometime. We never have a peaceful ending to a chapter. We've never had that. For a very, very long time. Or actually ever in Trails. This is gonna be a first? If this is gonna be a first, then the next chapter is gonna be something insane. Which could be a war, which it was already insane. We already had close call with Liberal a second time. Was the MC royalty? No. MC is just adopted son of a baron. But he is blood-wise the son of the Chancellor. That's our mortal enemy right now. That's like up there next to the king. He's adopted son of a baron, abandoned by the Chancellor during a certain event in the past. Right now, I can't really talk about it because of this. Yeah. Actually, we can, I guess. There was an event. I don't want to spoil it. Oh, I guess maybe it's if you're not gonna play Trails, you're not gonna play Trails. But in order, some countryside nobles wanted to go for glory, and because it's a military nation, they started a war against the neighboring country of Liberal to the south. And in order to do that, they hired a mercenary group to attack and destroy entire village, and they masked it as a Liberal attack, and they started that war. And as part of some nobles that were trying to fight that injustice, the Chancellor was one of them, or a commoner that was one of them. That, I guess it was a Baron or was a commoner, I'm not sure, but he was fighting. He was trying to fight against bring that event to light, and his wife and his son at the time, which is Reen, was assassinated or targeted. So he had to send him to a close friend, which was the mountainside village of Ymir, and of course his close friends with the adoptive father, it took Reen in. So that's how he ended up there. We learned that recently. But yeah, it was a whole shenanigan stuff. So no, he's not royalty. He's I think in blood he is a commoner. In terms of his position right now, he is the son of a baron, which is, I guess, somewhat noble.
さすがというか、一瞬で場を持っていったな。
いえ、実は先に帝都町主催の祝賀会へ行っておりまして、オリバルト殿下や知事閣下、ログナー公やアルゼイド子爵にもご挨拶してきたところです。
そうか。
お気遣い痛み入ります。
まだ酔いの口。宴もまだまだだ。
We're gonna talk to Osborne. I think our goal is to talk to Osborne. There's so much to talk to him about him being our blood-related father, about him being part of the workshop, his plans, why he wants to war with neighbors, even though he wanted to stop other wars. All this other stuff we have to ask him. What's his plan? The king should just give Reen his title at this point. How so? In terms of governance, he's probably the least qualified of a lot of people in this room. In terms of like military decoration, he is highly decorated, but in terms of like leadership skills, I guess he's somewhat there, leadership skills, but like in terms of governance and like policy, speeches, all that stuff, that usually how you become a baron. You just get military achievement. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like the king should give Reen his own title. Okay, I thought what you meant by that was like the king should give Reen like the kingship. No. I was that's what I was thinking. But like I guess you should have seen like Reen earns his own barony title of baron, right? I think generally there's very little reason to give the son of a baron the title of a baron unless there is some sort of ill goings within the inner family, or because it would be more it's a mixed bag, right? Because that like tears apart families effectively. And I don't, because like I'm not sure how much land there is. You just have to comes with land, yeah. The thing is, with all the conquered area around, there's so much conquering that this country's doing. I'm not sure they can hand over land to a baron just like that, or if it comes with like there's a lot of barons without lands, which is mostly like Baron in name rather than in terms of actual practice, which is, yeah, frontline. Here's the thing, which country though? North Ambria? Like, what do you want? Do you want a land that's slowly turning to salt? Do you want to go to the countries that you already conquered, that is already made, like, you already made enemies out of? Do you want to go towards Calvard? That's so chaotic and so confusing right now that you probably starting a war, first of all, so you can't really like just give him land in the country that you don't really control. South is Liberal. They just lost that war because Liberal has the you know, he has the Divine Blade, which is insane. That's the Baron problems, not the King. It works out good for the kingdom. If it doesn't, then nothing really lost for the kingdom. Reen has one of the Divine Knights, Divine Mechs, whatever you call it. The Divine Knights are, I think, like you can only use it once in a generation, or like not really once in a generation. Like they rarely awaken, and they're tied to a single awakener, and only that person can use them. And it is apparently one of the strongest forces you can have, and there's a lot of legacy and a lot of stuff that works out for them. So you can't really lose that. And also, Reen is celebrated as a hero, not just like, oh, he's highly decorated. He's like known because of Osborne. He's been like in newspapers across the entire country time after time. So his name and face is like widely recognized all across of the country through like propaganda as like a hero. So I mean, it's also highly likely that he's gonna that he has like he's gonna inherit the Schwarzer territory, so he probably will be the next heir to that stuff. Everything seems set for a military coup. They just had one. They had an entire civil war last game. So yeah, it was, the soil is definitely there, and this is like the aftermath. Kingdom does not learn. It was basically the royal family. It was basically called. It was nobility versus the military. The nobility was upset that the power was being unbalanced, and they wanted like to redefine, like they wanted to like reinforce the position of nobility because of Osborne and everything. Because of the Chancellor being the person doing most of the political work is a commoner. They don't like that, and you know, he's made a lot of enemies, a lot of noble enemies too. Unfortunately, the nobles lost, and even the highest the son of the highest noble, four big houses, betrayed him and was always under his control the entire time. They really had no chance. So, I mean, notice that just they decided to be more noble. The nobles really did a coup. So it was a nobles coup. They even like kidnapped the royal family for the guise of protection to hold them hostage. It was a whole thing. The VODs are on YouTube if you wanna just watch the entire game. It's like 80 hours or something ridiculous. But you know, I think we're like, actually, how long are we in this game currently? And we're not even at the final chapter yet. We are 91 hours in, but if you count like the in-game hours, it is probably something ridiculous, like 130 at this point. Because we did go during combat and stuff like that. We do 3 to 4 times speed. So this is insane. Trail, I love Trail. I've heard there's a lot of in the Discord for Heaven Burns Red. I've talked to quite a few people, and apparently there is a lot of overlap between the Trails community and the Heaven Burns Red community. This is good stories all around, I guess.
あとはマキアス君にアリサ君、エリオット君にラウラ君もどうかな。
You just come up with me, Machias, Elliot. Oh wow, that's an interesting group.
ならばバレスタイン君にハーシェル君も呼ぶとしようか。
Balstein and Herschel. Oh. That Sarah and Toa. Interesting. Those two are definitely in the eyes of Osmond very useful.
北前、コーヒー殿下に改めて紹介しよう。
どういうことだ。
知るか。だが、行かぬわけにもいくまい。
なんで僕らだけって家族絡みってこと？
Machias, Governor's son, Eustace, the Duke's family son, Elliot, the son of the 4th Armored Division, Laura, you know, inherited the sword of her family, really strong. Yeah, that checks out. And 2 top talents, Sarah and Herschel going to the other side. Oh, that's a doing for the weaponry. Okay.
行きますか。それじゃあ行ってくるね。気になりますね。
Not many people left.
私たちも近くまで行ってみる。
そうだな。
リンさん。ああ、クレア。
どうしたんですか？
驚かれると思いますが、ある方がリンさんを呼んでいらっしゃいまして。
それって
先ほど中座なさった。
わかりました。みんな。
ああ。
粗相しないように。兄様、教官。
突き当たりの右手になります。それでは行きましょうか。
Oh, it's your chance to talk to the Chancellor. No running in the halls, Reen. Slow down. Oh, let's just run. Light jog. Hello, maid. This reminds me of Trails in the Sky, where they would animate everybody walking in place because they, you know, the motion and like, it's just like, it's another asset to have them standing still. Oh, they're standing still. But that's really funny.
こ
レストルーム。招待客用の休憩室ですね。
Rest area. Is he gonna be a one-on-one boss at the very end? Less of a boss, but more of a symbolic boss. That'd be interesting. His Majesty's waiting.
リーン・シュバルツァー殿、いらっしゃいました。
ああ、通してくれ。
Claire's coming? Claire's watching. Oh, that's not good. If you hear the marble grinding against the ground like that, ooh.
呼び出してすまぬな、シュバルツァー教官。
いえ、お声かけくださり、光栄至極です。
Maybe he's gonna get his own titles right now. I wouldn't be surprised.
妹ごとアルフィンとのダンスも見せてもらった。噂にたがわぬエスコートぶり、娘もさぞ喜んでいよ
う。いや、それは
冗談だ。オリバルトも世話になっているし、アルフィンに至っては2度も囚われの身から解放してもらった。そして内戦の最後にはセドリックの命も救ってもらっている。世も妃も感謝しているのだよ。7組全員に対してもそうだが。
Yeah, we've saved every single member, or we've been helping, or even saving the lives of the royal family so many times. Dang.
祖先が買った灰の乗り手として多くの危機を防いでくれたそなたにな。
Oh yeah, it's the same. He awakened the same Ashen Knight as the one his ancestors had. It also has symbols as well.
ご存知でいらっしゃいましたか？ドライケルス帝の真実を。
ああ、無論だ。ついでに言うと、宰相とシュバルツァー教の縁もな。
ご存知なのですね。
ああ。とある理由でだが、宰相も否定はしなかったから、おそらく間違ってはおらぬのだろう。
This is a super old song. This is from Trails in the Sky, right? Is it? No, this is from Cold Steel. It's the same compositional style as I think it's the same composer, honestly.
彼と世はある意味で似た者同士と言えるだろう。愚かな陰謀により愛する者を失った点において。
父についての話を聞きました。ですが、陛下については
昔の話だよ。オリバルトの生みの母親。そういえばなんとなく想像がつこう。
以前風の噂で聞いたことがあったな。平民出身のお相手で殿下を残して亡くなられたと。
All I know is that it's a tragedy, but he was enrolled at Thor's in the same year. He was a commoner, but intelligence, grace, and a great smile were anything but common. We fight at times, eventually we fell in love. Though both of us were young, we became involved with each other. She ended up dropping out of school and returning to her hometown. Then, some time later, she had given birth to a boy. That boy was Olivert. I was still the crown prince at the time. I wanted to make her my empress, but she refused. Huh? Oh wow, you guys messed around that much, huh? At least I was sent with the Vanders to guard her. My father and the Lord of the Four Houses had been pestering me to get married for years. But they held out hope she changed her mind. As my father fell ill, the Jaeger seeking favor with one of the four great houses attacked her and Albert. She lost her life. My father passed on. I lost her? Well, I lost her. I welcome Albert as one ray of light left in my life, and officially announced that he was my son. Shortly thereafter, I married to ensure this tragedy would not repeat itself. She was a daughter of a small noble family working as a maid. Marcella accepted my courtship, despite knowing that my heart belonged to my first love. Oof. Oliver seemed intent on walling himself off from everyone in the palace, but Priscilla was able to get him to open up. He must have been really young when he became emperor. And so, that is the messy history of the current imperial family. Not too, complex of a story. Not the most tragic thing we've heard in Trails, but sad nonetheless. It's his choice, his story.
そこらの大貴族ならばおそらくは知っているような事情だ。確かなのは世にしても宰相にしても愛する者を失いつつ息子は無事だった。それは共通していると言えるだろう。
確かに。それで陛下は準将だった彼を帝国宰相へと抜擢された。
親近感を感じていたのは確かだ。だがリベールとの停戦において彼が見せた鮮やかな手腕に確信を抱いたのが大きいな。ハーメルの剣は心が痛んだがあれが知られるわけにはいかなかった。永遠となった四大名門も同じで、その前の彼女の一件も合わせて大貴族を牽制し譲歩させたわけだ。初の平民出身の帝国宰相の誕生を。
ようやくわかりました。ですが宰相が就任して13年、帝国の状況は大きく変化しています。大貴族が力を落とす一方、宰相閣下は明らかに危険な方向に帝国の舵を切ろうとしている。それが正しいとは自分にはどうしても思えません。
そなたの言うことはわかる。オリバルトの考えもな。オリバルトは弟や妹の将来を誰よりも大切に思ってくれている。その意味で大貴族よりもむしろ宰相を危険視しているのだろう。だがことは単純ではないのだ。世や宰相の剣にしてもハーメルの剣にしても。
This angle makes me think he's gonna betray us, or he's angry at something. Is he trying to conquer the place, conquer these countries? I have no idea. Parties like him.
この国では信じられぬ愚行が時に突発的に起きることがある。かの獅子戦役では腹違いとはいえ王子全員が血みどろの争いを繰り広げた。帝国の歴史は血と炎にまみれている。
それは確かにそうかもしれない。政治や戦争に謀略はつきものとはいえ、侵略戦争の口実にするために自国民を虐殺しようという発想は。
帝国史を教えるそなたにも感じるところはあるようだな。だがならば帝国人は生来残虐な気質を持っているのか。
いえ、質実剛健で生真面目、誇りを重んじる帝国人の気質。武を尊ぶとはいえ、いたずらにそれを振り回さないのも美徳とされています。それらの事件はまるで魔が差したようにも思えます。
Morose.
その通りだ。このエレボニアには存在する人の心を狂わせ歪める何かが。
Phantasmal Blaze?
おそらくそれは建国当初から存在する呪いとでも呼ぶべきもの。
Something abstract? Affecting the minds of everybody in the country?
黒の師匠を読んでいればうすうす感じているのでは
Dang it, I have to read the Black Records now. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. I think I'm just gonna... Okay, I do have the older games. I probably should read through them. I'll probably read through all the Black Records before my next trail stream. just to catch up on it, because I've always said, like, okay, I'll leave it for next time. It's a bunch of lore stuff, but I'm so invested at this point where I actually need to know. This is like the secret answer reports in Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, I'll read them one day. I'm collecting them. Nah, never gonna read them. Don't really care about the lore in Kingdom Hearts, but here, I'm like, okay, everything is important with the story, so I gotta really focus on it.
その名前はどうやら教会が探っているようだが、あれの原本は皇帝家が所有していてな、帝位を継いだ者のみが中身を読む資格があるのだよ。そして原本には歴史の陰で何があったか、これから何が起こるかまで記されている。おそらくそれは避けられぬ宿業。いや、避けようとすれば歪みは大きくなる。それが世が宰相のやろうとしていることを止めぬ理由の一つだ。
The world has a fate. The country has a fate. And even if the future is horrible, avoiding it will cause even more horror. That is one way to write this up. Okay.
全貌はわからない。宰相にしても陛下にしても全てを理解した上で。
Hold up one second. Okay, no, we're good.
だからせめて見守らせてもらおうと思っている。
Oh, wait, tomorrow's gonna be a Hemorrhage Red stream, not a new game. Okay.
建国以来、宿業に呪われしエレボニアの君主として、我が息子や赤き翼が、貴族の新たな光が、そして新旧揃った7組が、世の定冠と宰相の鋼の意志を超える道を示せるかどうかをな。必ずや道を見出すことをお約束します。7組としてだけでなく、皇太子殿下やあまたの卒業生も含めた。その理屈で言えば、世や宰相も入ることになるが。だが、それでよい。
Do you ever talk with the Chancellor after?
お疲れ様でした。どんなお話かは存じませんが、有意義な時間だったみたいですね。
ええ、この上なく。その通りだ。このエレボニアには存在する人の心を狂わせ歪める何かが。
リーンさん？
いえ、その少佐、参考までに聞きたいんですが。
Oh no, okay.
話は終わったかね?
Okay. For a second, I thought something tragic would happen if he asked that question, but there's a gut feeling. But, you know, now it's Osborne's turn for conversation.
どうやら君も、いや、お前も話があるようだ。あまり時間は取れないが、近くに控室を用意している。さて、どうする？
お言葉に甘えさせていただきます。
It's the first proper conversation, knowing that they're both father and son.
どうしたんだ、アッシュ。
しょんべんだ。
お前も連れションするか？
な。いや、僕は遠慮しとくよ。でもせっかくの機会なんだし、エスケープはしないでくれよ。いや、さすがに緊張するけど、なかなかいい宴だと思ってさ。帰るなら7組一緒がいいだろ。
たく、坊ちゃんというかジャジャ馬と同じレベルというか、つうか俺も含めて妙なノリに影響を受けてるわけか。
おや、どうしました？
いや、トイレを借りた帰りなんすけど、ちょっと妙な落とし物を見つけちゃいましてね。
妙な落とし物？
ねえ、あっちの角なんすけど。
差しで話すのは初めてか。無論14年前のあの日以前を除いてだが。
先ほど陛下から話を伺いました。そしてクレイグ閣下からも。
そうらしいな。陛下は私の事情のおおよそをご存知でいらっしゃる。だがクレイグやバンダイク元帥は表面しか知らぬだろう。元帝国正規軍准将ギリアス・オズボーンに何があったのかを。
ならば話してください。14年前の惨劇で何があったのか、なぜ俺を、実の息子を手放し別人のように変わってしまったのかを。多くのものを踏みにじり、誇りと尊厳と独立心を奪い、内戦の種をまいたのはあなただ。そしてジュライに続いてクロスベルとノーザンブリアを併合し、今まさに共和国との戦争を準備している。
Look him in the eye.
一方で黒の攻防と結託し、何らかの形で表と裏を連動させようとしている。一体何を、いや一体どうして。
それなりに掴んだようだな。偽りの英雄の身分に溺れなかったことは褒めておこう。まあいい。まずは答え合わせといこう。あの惨劇の後、カーシャを失い、お前をユミルに預けた私は3ヶ月後、陛下の勅命を受けた。そしてハーメルの事件を調査し、リベールの女王との交渉に入ったのだ。女王は苦悩しつつも、一日でも早い平和の実現のために停戦協定に応じ、帰国したレクターの父を中心とした主戦派将官を軍法会議で極刑に処して、当時の四大名門の長たちを牽制した。それら全てを一月で終わらせた功績で、私は陛下に宰相として抜擢されたのだ。テオには感謝している。何も明かさぬ私の頼みを受け入れてくれたのだからな。しかしその時に彼やお前との絆も断たれたのだ。四大名門を敵に回し、改革を断行する身にとって足かせは不要だからな。
Trying to topple the nobility for that reason? Because they seek power? But you're seeking power and your cousin seeing...
カーシャと言うんですか、俺を産んでくれた女性の名は。
宰相となった私は反対勢力を潰しながら鉄道網と領土拡張を行い、権力を拡大した。その裏で結社と取引し、黒の攻防ともよしみを結んだわけだ。
It's crazy how Crow and Osborn are working for the same side now. Man, I never really thought about it like that. Ah, the Black Workshop. What do they have over these people? Is it their lives? Because I guess they're revived?
リベールの異変後、結社との協力関係は終了したが、黒の攻防は取り込んだ。
Sorry, are you working for the Black Workshop or is the Black Workshop working for you now? That changes everything.
そして2年前、ルーファスを動かして貴族連合を陥れ、最終的に結社が進めていた減塩計画を奪ったというわけだ。
They talk about, but they never tell you what they're.
減塩計画とは何ですか?
That's my. I've been wondering this for all of the trails. Please answer me.
それを利用して、あなたたちは何をしようとしているんだ?
結社の狙いはあくまで女神の七司法に尽きると言えよ。
Safe to say that, or yeah, these events. Oh, I remember these events. Ah, man, I really want to play Trails in the Sky again. Trails from Zero to Azure feels so long ago. Oh, I hope they have remakes as well.
リベールでの福音計画同様、その計画もあくまで焦点はそこにある。
The acquisition of Eidos's treasures, the Septarion. Oh, it's much more simple than I thought. But then, like, they've artificially recreated one temporarily for, like, a little bit. But for what purpose? Just to have it? They're weapons. What do you need weapons for? You're already so strong. As Orpheus.
クロスベルのうつろなる幻でエレボニアの炎を呼び起こす。だが、それはただの炎ではない。かつて暗黒の地に存在していた二つの司法。
What's with this like imagery of like a graveyard of swords in like all of these games? Okay. I guess it's always like a pretty interesting setting because that means something has to happen, right? It had to happen for that to happen. Adds more history. I don't know. Fine. This dark. Two treasures. Oh. Great one.
大いなる一。帝国にある人、物、歴史のすべてはその祝福と呪いの上に成り立っている。それくらいは師匠の断片からも読み取れよう。
何よ。閣下、失礼します。その皇帝陛下が閣下をお呼びしているそうです。
わかった。話はここまでだ。
We were getting somewhere. No, for the first time in 8 games, we were getting somewhere where I wanted to go, and you just. And let me guess, because this is a Trails game and we don't have a boss, something insane is gonna happen. Where like the king and Osborn is gonna get assassinated right now, and we're never gonna hear the rest of the story. Cause like, what the hell? If they're not telling us, they're gonna make sure they're not gonna tell us. This is Trails. Okay, they're telling me to read the stupid documents. I'll read the stupid documents.
待ってください。話はまだ終わっていない。
Yeah.
聞きたいことはいくらでもあるんだ。内戦の時、心臓を撃たれたあなたがどうして生きていたのかも。 両兵王や鋼の聖女ジークリードと同じなのか、それとも
Am I the same?
俺のこの左胸の傷や鬼の力とは関係あるんですか？
Oh, is he one too? Has he been revived as well?
14年前の襲撃でお前は心臓の近くを健在で貫かれた。カーシャはお前の母はせめてお前だけでもと頼んでこと切れた。
You were also revived.
だからこそ
Black Wartrap owns you.
己の心臓を息子に移すのを。
You don't have a heart. Oh, okay.
それが私がクローアームブラストに撃たれても無事だった理由だ。それ以上は宿題としよう。我が子供たちと同様な。少佐、会場まで送ってやりたまえ。我らが英雄殿は混乱している最中のようだ。
He wasn't the one revived. He never died there. He died 14 years ago and Butler Ash? Okay.
探知機にかからない樹脂製の火薬式拳銃お膳立てされたみたいで
Something's happening.
ま、贅沢は言ってられねえか。
Something's happening. What is happening?
閣下が普通ではないことは私も気づいていました。ですがリーンさんへの思いがないということはありえないと思います。私もレクターさんもミリアムちゃんもおそらくルーファス総督も閣下に手を差し伸べていただいた身です。多分あなたの代わりだったのかもしれません。
ありがとう。今はなんとか受け止めてみます。
Oh, let's even believe him. People lie in trails too, but
リーン
it's something that big.
リーン教官
陛下から呼ばれたと聞いたが、
オズボーン宰相にも呼ばれたみたいですか。
お二人とお話を。
というかあんたちょっと顔が白いわよ。
あ、本当だ。一体何が。
今話せることじゃない。だがまだ何も終わってなくて何かが始まろうとしているのは確かだ。
Right now.
この祝賀会が終わった後、ここにいる全員で改めて話せない。
ええ。
This part is not gonna be over very nicely.
私も裏の状況についてもう少し詳しく
The
説明
maids
で
and
き
the
そうです
butlers are gonna do something right
俺の事
now.
情についても時間が許せば話させてもらおう。
Finally, Gaius.
私たちもいいんですよね。
ええ。一連卓勝でしょ。
会長もぜひ。同席させてもらうね。
Honor, remember.
そういえばアッシュはどうしたんだ。
あれ？
会場にはちょっと見当たりませんね。
さっきクルトさんと話していませんで。
ああ、用を足すって言って。
そういうことか。
レクター？クレアも？
Does Ash want revenge on the Emperor?
ハーメルの意地。そんな風に誘導するとはな。
First survivor of Hamel? What the hell? Okay. I was wondering where he came from. He was a survivor of Hamel? I guess he's the right age. Same age as Joshua. Don't tell me the Emperor is dead.
クレア、ミリアムも来い。
Or was it Osborne?
俺たちも行くぞ。
あれはリー、何かあったのでしょうか。
Yeah.
お待ちください。
相変わらずだな。
だからこそでしょ。己のミスらかける剛腕。
No, is this Cedric? Is he working for Cedric? Does Cedric know about this and he's like ready to receive the throne early? No. There's so many things. There's so many directions. I don't think so. There's so many directions we can go, but I think Cedric cares about his family.
僕たちを導かれる方として頼もしい限りです。
我らの一員として様になってこられましたね。
I'm so confused. He has to wait a couple years and he'll be king, emperor.
この段取りで月祭中に声明を出そうと思っており、簡単に運ぶとも思えぬが、そなたのことだ。恐れながら。
There's always a betrayer.
失礼するぜ。
そなたはトールズ第7組、アッシュ・カーバイドか、ハーメルの3人目の維持が何用だ。ハーメル、そう因果が巡ったか。
目がさ、左目がうず、ガキの頃からずっとだ。あの光景が焼き付いて離れねえ。おふくろを見とった時もそうだ。ずっと声も聞こえてよ。一番悪いやつを殺せ殺せって。村を襲った両兵どもは皆殺し、首謀者もあんたが全員処刑した。ハーメルの名も地図から消えた。許したのは皇帝のあんただ。黙認したリベールの女王ってのも同罪かもしれねえ。俺を置き去りにしてまんまと逃げたあの二人も。
The two survivors?
「首謀者の息子ってかかし野郎もなあ、教えてくれよ。このうずきを消すのに俺は誰をやりゃいいんだ。
これが呪いか。ええ、こたびの煮えでしょう。当然私が妥当だろう。ただし心臓はやめておくがいい。無意に終わるだろうからな。ここだ。うまくいけば万が一はあるだろう。無駄だ。アシトやらその者はすでに人外。おそらく果てることはない。陛下、また若者に無意をさせる必要はあるまい。
Why do I have to be right? I feel like they're gonna announce Hamel's incident the next day. Based off that conversation, but...
アッシュよ、 ハーメルの席は全て世にある。長年の苦しみから解き放たれる。
You are not responsible for Hamel. You created a system where the incident from Hamel occurred, but you were not. I guess they are your people. Your people's actions are your actions.
ふざけんな。
They got here just in time. Nope, too late.
C 応急処置を。
横よ彼を許せ。お父様。はあ。姫様。
Of course, the princess is in have faint.
昼ご飯急げ。出血が多い。絶対に許すな。
Someone has to get fired for that.
そのものの仕業ですか。
ええ。恐れながら。
折しも共和国工作員の件があったばかりです。この者が内通者である可能性は。
ベルヌ社製の火薬式拳銃。検知器にかからない特殊なものです。残念ながらその可能性は否定できませんね。
And just like that, the war has got its reason. Everybody has found its reason for another war. Right at 3-hour mark, too. Jeez, that was a chapter, not one fight. One fight for this entire 3 hours, and jeez, that was something. That's the first time we haven't had a boss fight at the end, but I always knew it. The moment they cut like the good part short, they have to make sure some information dies with someone. And when I didn't think it was gonna be Ash. I thought maybe with the fact that he like caught the spy, like maybe he was gonna like, I don't know, but like the curse is very abstract. I'm not sure why the Emperor wanted to die there. It's probably gonna be death. Probably imprisonment until they figure it out. The military police will probably keep him hostage, but knowing but the problem is he has ties with Lecter. He's Lecter's spy. So his boss is directly under Osborne. And I don't think they want to let that connection die. Or they probably want to hide that connection, because then, you know, there's a lot of problems there. Cedric might know what's going on. The prince might know what's going on because he seemed to be awfully smug at the end there. And I think he's eyeing the throne, to be honest. And I think he's trying to gather as many allies before something happens. And I'm not sure what it is, but I'm also not sure why Osborne didn't take the bullet there, because if he can't die, or he's not killable, he should have just taken the bullet. But Emperor wanted his actions to mean something. He wants the curse to have power. I don't know what's going on. Oh, because that's the direction the war has to go. But I think even if the Chancellor got shot, the war would still go. But dang, what is this curse? Enemies in the Trails game has always been like person or like an organization or something. This time it's just simply like an abstract curse or an idea. And okay, now we finally know what Orboros wants. It's the... And I don't know how immortality works. That's the thing. There are still so many questions. And Trails is not going to answer us until the very end, I don't think. The Black Workshop, clearly, we don't know where the Black Workshop lies. We don't know if it's... They have the power over Osborn, or Osborn has power over the Black Workshop. Because he said he stole it from... Stole the power from... Stole the workshop from Orboros. But then he liberated it from them. But it's hard to say even then. Why is Crow working with him? You know, and then... What is that? Clearly, even Reen has connections with Black Workshop now that his heart has been transplanted from one to another by probably the Black Workshop. I mean, unless it's... Yeah. Wait, hold up. Why am I tying him to Black Workshop? Because someone had to transplant the heart. Someone had to revive Osborn. Probably the only people I know who can revive people is the Black Workshop. But there might be other groups. There might be... I don't know. It's just so many questions. Everything's getting really muddy. I don't even know if we can tie Osborn to the Black Workshop if we all can trust his word. Even then, we don't know how it's something. The Chancellor's planning war, evidently. We also have to read the Black Records, which I will have to read. I'll read it during this next week, over the course of next week, and before I get to the next Trails stream. But yeah, I am definitely wanting to see how this ends up. There is one more game in this arc after this, but usually the games do kind of leave off at a conclusive end for some part of the story, and it has some sort of time skip as well. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I'll leave a shout out for the Discord where you'll get all my stream notifications. If I start late or anything, you'll know there too. Check out me and my friends. We stream together on Matt's channel every Wednesday. We're streaming Slay the Spire too. Arsa's doing his art streams all of a sudden, and playing some games is on the side. And Lord Spouts is getting back to Final Fantasy 14 with his new update and everything. Well, that's coming soon, or is already out maybe. As well as I think he's starting... What other game he's starting? He's starting what's it called? Ooh, JRPG Bravely Default. I think he's starting that one soon. And as for me, Heaven First Red tomorrow. I'm starting The Witness soon, and more Trails. And Trails is getting exciting again. Well, it was always exciting, but like, we've gone through a very, very long story arc. This is like a chapter. Like, I think some of the earlier, shorter games are as long as Chapter 3 altogether. No. There are some JRPGs at the length of this entire chapter. Man, that's one long-ass chapter. But it is done. We got to see a lot, and surprisingly, we didn't miss anything. So, hopefully you guys won't miss the next stream next time. Anyways, bye everyone! I'll see you tomorrow.